and welcome to episode 2 of Final Girl Forever. I am here in my living room, no fancy backdrop, nothing like that, and I am here with a special guest. Gosh, a little startled there, but this is Tope, and he wanted to be part of the video, so I let him sit here today. Anyway, hello from super hot New York City. First of all, I was gonna do really cool Halloween makeup today. I was gonna kind of fix my hair because there's a lot going on here. But if you don't live here, you don't know, you probably don't know, but you might. Anyway, it is extremely hot.
Why is it so hot in here?
It has been hot for about 2 days and it feels like there is no end in sight.
It's like a sauna in here.
It's funny. You're a funny guy.
I never heard that before.
So it's been fantastic. So too hot to do makeup, too hot to do much of anything, but not too hot to show you my NECA horror collection. When I started this channel, I told myself that one of the episodes that I wanted to do was cover my figure collection. I've been collecting NECA horror figures for a few years now. I wouldn't say that I have a huge out of control collection. I wouldn't say that I have a lot of space for them because honestly I don't. But I think I have some really cool stuff and I want to show you guys because I think you might be interested in it. So yeah, I don't have everything out today, but I wanted to bring a few of my favorite ones that I have and show you those and just like talk about them. So obviously I'm interested to know what you guys think, if you like them, if you have the same ones that you're looking for. There's a lot of pre-orders, obviously. A lot of cool stuff coming out this year, especially Q4. So we got to check out that and, you know, be on the lookout for that. I know a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with NECA because sometimes they put out these pre-orders and it takes forever for them to, you know, ship it. And sometimes it just seems like they give them to, you know, other, you know, companies and they sell them first. Like I know there was an issue with Pennywise, what we'll be talking about, and a lot of people got Pennywise before, you know, a while ago, and I just got my Pennywise figure literally like a week ago, and he's been out for a little bit. So I know people have like a love-hate relationship with NECA. I love NECA. Just because they put out such great product. I feel like their figures are just so articulate. You're not breaking the bank on the figures. I mean, obviously, if you missed, you know, a sale and they're no longer making that figure and you're trying to do, you know, buy from a secondhand seller, sometimes, obviously, yes, it does get crazy, as we all know. But I want to say they're not like the sideshow figures and the Hot Toys and all that good stuff, which those are amazing. I personally do not have the money for that kind of stuff. So I just focus on NECA. So today I want to show you, I'm not going to show you my whole collection unless I do get feedback that people are interested in seeing like more of the figures that I have. But sorry, my dog is just walking around here. But I do want to show you some of my favorite ones. I just want to talk about them. I have some autographed ones that are really cool. So that's what I want to show you. So since we were talking about Pennywise, I want to show you, this is the one that I am talking about. This is the HBO Welcome to Derry Pennywise. Okay, and this is from the HBO show, which obviously if you're watching this channel, you have probably watched this show. This show is amazing. Little fun fact is that I was terrified of Pennywise when I was a kid. Absolutely terrified of Pennywise. He scared the shit out of me. So I was not super into clowns. When the movies came out, it took me a while to actually sit down and watch the movies because I had an irrational fear for Pennywise. I wouldn't say irrational, but I had a fear for Pennywise. I know a lot of people have fear of clowns. But I did give Welcome to Derry a try, and I absolutely loved it. Obsessed. Cannot wait for the new season to come out and see where they go with it. So obviously this is Show Pennywise, and one thing I want to say is I am an in-the-box girly. Let me know if you are in the box person or you take your stuff out of the box, because my husband takes all of his stuff out of the box. He does not collect NECA horror figures, but he collects Star Wars figures. He has collected Ninja Turtle figures, Ghostbuster figures, and he rips them out of the box, and he has like a huge display that he displays all his stuff on, which it is pretty cool. But sometimes like my eye twitches a little bit because they come in really cool boxes. Some of them, not all of them. But I've seen some of them come in like special edition boxes, and he opens the box and I'm like, keep the box. The box is really cool. So sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, but I never take my stuff out of the box. And I know some people say that that is not Bible. They like taking the figures out and seeing all the pieces with it. I get that too. I'm not here to, you know, yuck your yum or whatever floats your boat, right? Boat Pennywise. Anyway, so this is the figure, and I'm going to show obviously how articulate the box is, right? This is why I keep stuff in the box. Like, I feel like the box is just so detailed, and obviously it is just showing the photos of the figure itself. I'll show you some other ones that are actually like from movies and things like that. So it has stills of the movies. But as you can see here, and I know I have a glare, which is not fantastic. But you can see here it comes with multiple Pennywise faces and the balloon. There's some other cool stuff in here like his bloody hands, and it's a lot of bloody hands actually. You can switch them out so he can, you know, hold the balloon and other things like that. So this is really cool. I pre-ordered this as soon as I saw that it was available, and I literally just got it, like I said, last week. So that was a little insane, but excuse me, this one is awesome. This one I want to show, I wouldn't say horror, but this one has a little bit of a sad story. This is the 2020 NECA Convention Predator 2 exclusive, and I'm not a huge Predator fan. I'm not like running out to the movies to go see, you know, the Predator movies or anything like that. But when they released this figure, or they said they were releasing this figure, I was like amazed because it lights up. And not a lot of the figures do that. I mean, they come with a lot of pieces and different outfits and different masks and faces and things like that. But this was the one that lit up. So my husband had ordered me one, and we got it, and it did not light up. So I was super disappointed with it. Anyway, he ordered me another one. He returned it and got another one. And this one did light up, but because it has been 6 years, he no longer lights up. But he is still super cool. You can obviously see he's got a lot of detail to him. You know, there's a lot of different hands and weapons and things like that. And he used to light up, and it was awesome. I guess because it has been 6 years, you know, it's not gonna light up anymore. But still, regardless, still, it was really a really cool figure. I was really happy with it. If you do have this figure, let me know if you also have the problem with the light, but I don't think it's only me, but just saying. Anyway, this is one of my favorite ones. And this is the 40th anniversary of Halloween 2. So I was super excited as soon as they announced this one. I had to get this one here. You could obviously see we have Michael Myers here and Loomis. You have, you know, the different face. There's like a bunch of different weapons. Like I said, I do not take my stuff out of the box, so I apologize. It is hard to see with this glare. I'm so sorry, but it is awesome. And just look at the box art. Look at the box art on it. I just think it's amazing. I keep these on a shelf, so I try to keep them free from dust. This one is actually a little dusty, but I try to keep them free from dust, or you know, away from a kid, so I stop playing with them. But yeah, I'm just like super into the box art, so I never want to take them out, although I know they're probably really awesome when you do take them out of the box. And I don't buy multiples. I know some people do, where they have one where they take out and one that they keep, but I don't got money like that. So yeah, this one a little bit different than horror movie, but Misfits, one of my favorite bands. So I had to have this one, Ultimate Fiend action figure. And again, just like look at the art on the back of it. Like, it's just awesome. I'm super obsessed with it. You know, it shows, you know, Night of the Living Dead and horror business, all that good stuff. So if you are a Misfits fiend like I am, you probably already have this, but look at the inside of it. Obviously amazing. It's got, you know, the tombstones, and it's got the horror business. Looks like the vinyl here. It's got different hands and weapons, and obviously the face is interchangeable. So yeah, I feel like I had to have this Misfits figure. I've just been a Jerry only fan for super long. Funny story is, when I worked for a place called Combat Zone Wrestling, I went to Monster Mania, and they had a table set up where you can, you know, meet the wrestlers when I was wrestling for that company at the time. And the Misfits, well, Jerry only had a table that was like right across. And I was trying not to be a super fan, but I went over and I introduced myself, and he was the sweetest. I don't know if everybody else has awesome Jerry only stories, but he came over to the table that I was working at and was asking about wrestling, and he was just like super personable. He gave me this awesome poster, which I'll show here. And he signed it for me, and I have it hanging up in my bedroom to this day, because I just thought he was a super genuine, super sweet guy. So yeah, this is awesome, and I feel like a must need for any Misfit fiend. So that's that one. And then here, obviously, we have a classic, Ghostface, and obviously movie art here. And you could see the signs. Again, like I said, I just love the boxes. Super easy to open and display if you have like a lot of space or anything like that. You have the option of like kind of just opening the box and having the art and being able to see the figure. I do not. I have them you know, kind of lined up, which I can show, you know, a photo or a video showing how I display them. Like I said, I don't have a lot of room, so I can't really like display them maybe like I want to, but still, regardless. And what's really cool about this one is I got this autograph by Roger L. Jackson, who is obviously the voice of Ghostface. I went to a Blood and Ink horror convention. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but I went there specifically to meet him and get this signed. I would love to get this signed by more of the cast of Scream, obviously. I know they go to Monster Mania all the time. I just never went and got anything signed. I've always had this just sitting here, so maybe I'll do something like that soon. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. Although I do question why there is a green Ghostface mask here. I don't remember a green Ghostface mask ever, so if you remember anything that entails a green Ghostface mask, please let me know, because I literally have no idea why there is a green Ghostface mask there. Speaking of autograph ones, here is another one. He's a big boy, and also from the movie American Werewolf in London, which I did get autographed as well at the Blood and Ink Horror Convention. As you can see here, super awesome art. I got it autographed by David Naughton, who played Cast Werewolf in that film. And he wrote Beware of the Moon, which I thought was awesome. The only thing I don't like about this figure is, Jesus, so hard to see, is that it is sideways. You cannot see the front of the werewolf, I guess because you're supposed to take it out of the box. I wish, although the art is awesome here, I wish there was kind of like clear so you can kind of see the front of it if you don't want to open the box like me. You can see more of the articulation in the figure, but they did not do that. So you kind of only get a side profile of this bad boy. Regardless, he is cool as shit. I think he is awesome. David Naughton was an absolute doll to talk to. He was super sweet, super personable, and he was really happy to sign this for me. So that was really cool. So I got to do that. And then, like I said, I'm not going to show you everything, but I am going to show you my holy grail of NECA figures. And I don't know if you're going to think it's silly or you're going to think it's awesome. I think it's awesome, but it's huge. It's on the floor. So this is Krampus. Krampus. Obviously, you can see the movie art on the front. You can see the figure art on the side. You can see the figure art on the back. Shows you all the different faces. I know it's hard to see here, but there is a separate accessory, which is a clown from the movie. And you can buy the clown to go with this figure. Although I did not realize that the clown is huge. My husband told me that the clown is absolutely huge. So if it's anything like this, make sure you have space to put it. But this one is my holy grail of NECA figures. And I will tell you why. So, obviously you can kind of see him here. There we go. You can kind of see him here. Super articulated, very, very heavy. I wanted this figure forever. Me and my husband have a tradition every year where we watch, you know, cheesy horror movies, cheesy Halloween movies, cheesy Christmas movies, Santa Jaws, even ones that are not holiday, what's the word? They just don't pertain just to the holidays. Velocipaster, you know, crazy stuff like that. Especially me, I love those movies. Sometimes I have to force him to actually sit down and watch those movies with me. But he ends up having a fun time. I think it's a blast to just be able to sit down and watch a campy, cheesy, terrible horror movie, whether it have to do Thanksgiving or Krampus, because let's be real, Krampus is cheesy. I absolutely love Krampus. If there is Krampus merch, I will buy it. I've had Krampus nail art. I have had Krampus wrapping paper. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, and the movie, like, I know people say that the movie is terrible, and I'm going to talk about, you know, cheesy horror movies, but I like the movie. I love sitting down and watching it every year around Christmas time. I think it's super fun. So this was super fun to get. I actually only got him this past Christmas. My husband got him for me. I've wanted him for a really long time. He's been out for a while, and he was super hard to get. And I was trying to get him, and he was sold out. And then, you know, obviously resellers were selling him for crazy amount of money, so I never really got him. But my husband was sweet enough to buy him for me, got him for me this past Christmas. So he is my holy grail. If you have this figure, tell me how you display this guy, because like I said, he sits on a shelf that I have right now, and I can't really open it or display it the way that I want to. And he's big. If we're gonna compare the box, this is the comparison. This is the comparison of how it looks. He is literally double the size than any of the other figures that I have. So, whew, I'm sweating. So that is just a preview of some of the figures that I have. Let's talk pre-orders. Pre-orders that are coming out this year, ones that you might be excited for. I will let you know here which ones that I am looking forward to. Okay, and here we have our first pre-order, which is Friday the 13th, Part 9, Jason. And he is releasing Q4. You can pre-order him now on the NECA website. He is awesome. Just look at all the intricate details on him. He's got the axe. He's got different kind of hands. He's just amazing. Next, we have Terrifier 3 Ultimate Bloody Santa Suit Art the Clown, also releasing Q4. He is a must-have for sure. Just look at him. Like, he's got the chainsaw. He's got multiple heads that you can change. So he has different face reactions. You can pose him. He's got different weapons. He is just amazing. Like, look at all the different hands and all the different faces that you can just play around with them. And obviously the box art, which I am just a fan of, is amazing as well. Just look at the box. I'm obviously going to keep mine in the box, but amazing. And lastly, we have Ghostface. Obviously, Ultimate Santa Ghostface for the holidays. He is also amazing. Look at the box art on that. He comes with a Santa suit. There he is by the fire, which is amazing. Box art A+ in my opinion. And he is actually a pre-order, but he's coming out July 19th. Well, all right, that is just about it for me. Like I said, if you are interested in seeing more of my NECA horror collection, I have a little bit more. I have some really awesome Universal Monster black and white figures. I have Sam from Trick or Treat. I have a Jason Voorhees that he's really cool. So I do have a little bit more if anybody is interested in seeing. I'll be happy to do another video where I post, the rest of my collection. But until then, I just want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. I hope that I did not bore you with just rambling on about my collection. I'm super proud of it, and I feel like we should all be proud of things that we enjoy and things that just bring us joy in this world. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. It really helps get me out there so other people could watch my videos, and I just really enjoy doing it with you guys. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.